Moroccan lamb with couscous. Lovely, yeah. Hello and welcome to the United Stand. How are you all doing? Change is upon us. The season is over and the United Stand doesn't stand still. We'll be talking about Talisca, Neymar, Milinkovic-Savic, Mourinho, Ronaldo, loads more. But as many of you have been knowing, what's going on? A pre-record at 7 p.m. I can tell you the live stream will still be going ahead at 8 o'clock, but it will now be on my channel. 8 o'clock tonight, live stream, link in the video description. So the live stream's going nowhere. But we are changing a little bit on the United Stand this summer because what we want to do, there's so much content we want to do on the United Stand that with the longer live streams, it sort of doesn't give everything the air to breathe. So we're trying something out at the moment. So 8 o'clock show's going nowhere. It's going to be on my channel tonight at 8 o'clock. The link is in the video description for that. But this is like an extra show. We've got a couple of extra things we want to try this week as well. So it's just across two channels, really, effectively. That's what we're looking to. Well, the live stream for tonight is going to be on my channel. Anyway, let's crack on. Talisca, Manchester United. We spoke about it the weekend. This deal is moving closer. And also, I've kept something back for you. I must just say that. I put it out on Twitter this morning, so some people will know what I'm on about. I've been told something pretty good about Manchester United, which I'll be talking about at 8 o'clock because I think it needs that live stream sort of interaction. So we'll be talking about that. I'm not itching my nose because I'm lying, by the way. I actually have got an itchy nose. I think I thought of fly there. 8 o'clock, interesting. I'm not talking about it on this show, so make sure you tune in at 8. But Talisca, Manchester United, spoke about him at the weekend. Interesting deal for Manchester United, this. And looking more and more likely. He's followed Lingard on Instagram. Who'd do that unless they were told to do it? He's following Manchester United on Twitter. Apparently this is his dream move. Good sources from Portugal and Turkey saying that Talisca at the weekend wants to come to Manchester United. And I think this deal is likely to happen. I think it will happen once Fellaini goes. Now Fellaini, AC Milan, apparently he's flying out to Milan this week to sort out a deal that he's off. He wants loads of money. I think it was 10 million or something like that. And they want him to lower it a little bit. I mean, that should be it for United for Fellaini now. There is rumour that we're going to offer him yet another contract, but that should be it now. He's absolutely playing us. It's surely time for him to go. And if he goes, I will take Talisca as a Fellaini replacement. I mean, it's a bit of a risk. Turkish football's not great compared to the Premier League, but he's good in the air. He's better in the air than Fellaini, even though he's an inch smaller. He's 6'3". He's got a lovely left foot on him. And if he can transfer the skills he's put into place in Turkey, having gone from Benfica on loan, he will be a good signing. And he's certainly an improvement on Fellaini. So I like Talisca if he's going to be a replacement for Fellaini. But he can't just be our only midfield option. We've got to go and get better than that. Because there is a risk element. And let's be honest, he is one of those signings that Real Madrid, Barcelona, Manchester City, they're not going to sign that sort of player. And I've always said that United, in their quest to improve, they do need to sign those top echelon sort of players, i.e. Milinkovic-Savic, who apparently PSG are willing to offer £100 million for. United are meant to be monitoring that, waiting to enter the fray. Let's not leave it too late, because I think Milinkovic-Savic could be one of the most exciting signings of the summer. And I just want to say there as well, this season's been really interesting for the United Stand, obviously with the 24-hour stream. And I just want to say thank you to all of you lot. We're not going anywhere, of course, but thank you to all of you lot, because the community we've built together is nothing without of all of you lot. So a big applause there. But I also just want to say personally, I feel now that the frustration of the FA Cup is still there, but I've sort of moved off that now. I don't want to forget what happened last season, because we shouldn't do that, but I want to move on from that. And I know that Jose Mourinho is going to be our manager next season, and I want to be as positive as I can be around that. And I think hopefully a lot of you will come with me on that journey. I'm not saying pack up all your troubles and forget about them and put them in the loft. I mean, be realists, of course, be realists. But I do feel that some positivity is required now. Otherwise, it's just going to eat everybody up. I see so much negativity out there, calling him the Portuguese Pulis and things like that. And I Tony Pulis, sorry. And I just think, look, he's going to be the Manchester United manager. He has made positive changes in relation to the coaching staff, and that was something I said after the Sevilla game that needed to happen. Kieran McKenna, Michael Carrick, the guy coming in from Sampdoria or Lazio, wherever it was, the fitness coach. And so the positive changes have been done there. You've got to tick for that. If he gets the right signings in, you've got to give him a tick for that. And I just think we need to be a bit more positive now. There's enough people having a laugh at us and picking on us that I think as a fan base we should just look. If it's the last year and it all goes wrong, all of you lot can say I told you so. But I don't think it does us any good just being negative and concerned. We're not kicking a ball until August, so let's be positive. Let's enjoy what the summer's going to throw up at us, hopefully, and hopefully we can retain some of these big players, because I do think that the likes of Pogba and Martial are why people are getting a little bit worried about this summer transfer window as well. But Talisca's looking good if Fellaini goes. Milinkovic-Savic we're meant to be monitoring, and Neymar, I think, don't know whether Jose Mourinho's turned into the genie from Aladdin, because apparently he's given him three promises if he comes to Manchester United. One, he'll be the most expensive paid player in the world. Alexis Sanchez won't be happy about that. Two, that we'll win titles. And three, he'll be the star player. Well, not massive promises. I mean, Neymar probably would be the best paid player in the club or in the world if he came to United. He'd want to be winning titles, and he'd certainly be the star player. If Manchester United pull Neymar off, that would be, as a transfer deal, that would be absolutely sensational. I don't see it happening, but this is something that's sort of rumbling around, that Neymar wants to leave PSG, Real Madrid are humming and ahhing, and Manchester United might be there in the wings to sort of bring him over. He's been to Neymar. Everyone who says that deal can't happen, Neymar went to PSG for money. Of course, he's going to come to Manchester United. We're a bigger club. I don't think it's going to happen, but of course it can happen. And Real Madrid, to be honest, are linked to so many players. Apparently, they're getting Hazard, Lewandowski, Mbappe. They can't sign all these players when it looks like they're going to be retaining Ronaldo, and even potentially Bale, who's back on form now. Hopefully he's back on form for that Champions League final. And nice of Ronaldo to say it's a special occasion and he wishes he was playing Manchester United, but he's got to give Liverpool some respect. Talking about the World Cup, Mourinho apparently wants to get a deal done before the World Cup, especially in relation to a midfielder. And Talisca's not going to the World Cup. Alexandro's not going to the World Cup. I think Willian and Fred are going to the World Cup. Fabinho's not going to the World Cup. I mean, he's not being mentioned at all. He's a player I'm not mentioning because I've always liked Fabinho, but we're just not linked to him. We're just not linked to him at all. It just, it doesn't mean that it can't happen, but it's just not there. It's just not there. Pogba. I've always said about Pogba, if he's going to leave Manchester United, it's not going to happen till after the World Cup. And to lose Paul Pogba after the World Cup with not much recovery time would be absolutely ridiculous. So I don't think that is likely to happen. And it's good that Eric Bailly's come out and said that he's talking about next season in his quotes, because remember, he's not going to the World Cup either. I don't think Eric Bailly was ever in any danger of leaving Manchester United at all. And I would hope the same as Lindelof as a Mourinho signing. I know a lot of people are getting very excited about Toby Alderweireld. Spoke about him in the Transfer Daily this morning. If you've not seen that, got a few pelters for that. But the reality is, he is 29 and a half, and he is a centre-back, and he has been very injury-prone for the last 2 seasons. I'm just putting up the red flag, that's all. Very, very, very good centre-back. I would personally prefer Umtiti, who looks like he's going to sign a new contract at Barcelona. And I would expect that needs to be resolved very, very quickly around Umtiti, because he is part of the French World Cup squad. And we've really probably only got, I think the World Cup starts mid-June. I think a lot of England are already together, so these deals, there isn't a massive amount of time for the deals to be done for people who are going to the World Cup. Obviously, you've got a little bit more leeway with the players who aren't going to the World Cup, and I think that's where Manchester United need to be aggressive and ruthless. We did mention this, didn't we? We said this in the January transfer window. Manchester United need to be aggressive and ruthless, and I'm going to throw those words out again. We need to be aggressive in the transfer market because it's going to be more competitive than January, where a lot of clubs will just, say, let's leave it till the summer. Everybody's looking now. Chelsea, Arsenal, rebuilds. Man City topping it up. Liverpool, rebuild. Spurs looking to Liverpool and Spurs aren't rebuilding, but they're looking to add to what they've got and build that momentum. City looking for the icing on the cake. United, what are we doing? So we need to be aggressive, and we need to be ruthless as well. And the ruthless obviously does come down to those players being shown the door. Darmian and Blind need to go. Got nothing against them as individuals. I think they've been, Daley Blind especially hasn't been a bad player for Manchester United, but this is a player who's not even getting on the bench anymore. He needs to move on. Darmian needs to move on. That creates two spaces. That we've got Fosu Mensah, we've got Pereira coming back. Twansebe, I think, will go on loan again, and I think next season maybe Chong and Gomez would be looking at that. But we do need to be aggressive, and we do need to be ruthless in this transfer window for sure. Anyway, link in the video description. I'm back live at 8 o'clock if you're watching this now, so very, very shortly. If you're not watching live, make sure you watch the 8 o'clock stream, because big information there coming in around a certain player, 2 players actually. And you know what? I would grade this information as an 8 out of 10. It's not 10 out of 10. Remember when I said Sanchez the week before was a done deal? That was 10 out of 10 info. This is probably about 8 out of 10, but I have mentioned it on a previous show as well. See you live at 8 o'clock. Link in the video description for that. Remember, that's moved to my channel for tonight as we start to build in some more content on the United Stand, but shorter term content, short form content, which is what a lot of people have asked for, and there's a lot of ideas we've got. So drop a like on the video, give us your thoughts in the comments below about everything we've discussed, and make sure you join in for the live stream. Link in the video description. Speak to you all soon.